Okay, got it. Okay, so now we've got our three different types of buyers: your wholesale buyers, your busy buyers, and your people that are totally all in. So you need to know how to talk to each of these people about going silver, because Tara and I both agree that no matter which type of buyer you are, going silver should be a goal of yours, no matter what, because it's easy to do. It's something that's easy. You're going to get your products paid for, you're going to make your money back. So why not do it, even if you were just signing up to be a wholesale buyer? So let's talk about how you're going to talk to each of these people about going silver, because that's one of the biggest things I hear people say when they sign up somebody that says, I just want to take the products, I just want to buy them wholesale. They don't want to talk to them about going silver, okay? So let's say you're talking to that person. What I always say to people is, okay, hey, Susie, I know you're going to absolutely love these products. They're amazing. And guess what? When you love something, you're going to talk to the people closest to you about it. So when you do, just remember, you paid $34.95 and you have a website. So you have that website that you can have 3 or 4 or 50 people, turn around and order from you or sign up under you, and you can make your money back or get your products paid for. It's always great to tell them that, because if you don't tell them that, they don't really even realize it. They think they just are there to buy their products, and they don't know the potential. Had Morgan not told me that I could do that, I wouldn't have known, and I would have just bought my products. So that's how you're going to talk to your wholesale people about it.
Just plant that seed. Like, it's just important to just plant the seed. You don't have to be pushy, but just let them know they have a website. If they've got 3 friends or family that want to do this with them, they've made $175 minimum, and their products are paid for. You don't have to say, go silver, go find 20 people.
Nope.
Just 3 people, and you got your products paid for. And most of the time, those wholesale buyers are like, I could probably find 3 people, and that would be kind of nice.
And then nobody ever says they don't want to make their money back. Nobody has ever said to me, oh, no, Megan, I don't want my products cheaper. Or, oh, no, I don't want to make my money back.
They just say, thanks, we'll keep that in mind. And then a lot of times those wholesale buyers end up getting 3 people.
Yep. So then when you're talking to that really busy person, what do you say to them about going silver? The biggest thing you want to talk to them about is that it's easy. You want to show them the power of 3. You want to say to them, hey, listen, I know you don't want to work this business. You don't have the time for it, but I know you have 3 of your closest friends that are going to need these products also. So let me just tell you something. If you recruit those 3 people, and those 3 people sign up, and then those 3 people sign people up, then you're going to have 12 people in your organization, and you're going to be making a hefty paycheck by just recruiting 3 people. So it's super easy, and I know you're so busy, so I don't want you to have to feel like you're working a business. So just talk to your 3 closest friends, because I bet they're going to want to do this with you anyway, because you're going to be feeling better. They're going to see you, feeling better and looking awesome. So why wouldn't they want to try this? So that's how you're going to talk to those people that are super busy about it. Then when it comes to your all-inners, those are the people that you want to fill with knowledge, okay? You want to fill them with knowledge, and you want to know their first goal is silver. Because the thing is, when people jump into this business, sometimes they get their heads so spinning with so much knowledge, they don't even really know what they should do, what their very first steps should be. So what I want to talk to you guys about today now is the purposeful activity that you need to be doing to go silver and to help your teammates go silver. Because if you want to build a big business and a big income with this company, you want to go silver, and you want to keep repeating that and duplicating that. So let's talk about the first thing that you want to do. The very first thing you want to do is learn a little bit about the products. I learned one-liner on each product when I started. And you guys can all ask your uplines to send you one graphic on each product, or you can go to Pinterest and look up each product and get a graphic and just memorize that graphic. And once you have started talking about it, and once you say it 3 or 4 times, you've memorized that. So when you're talking to somebody about Plexus, they don't want you to puke knowledge on them. They really just want to know a little bit about it, why it might work for them, and what products they should take. So the very first thing you want to do is fill yourself with a little bit of knowledge about each and every product. You don't have to know everything, guys. I had a sheet of paper in front of me every time I talked to somebody when I started. And a lot of times I said to them, hey, you know what? I don't know the answer, but I can find it for you. So hold tight. And that people, they think that's awesome because they're like, okay, that's great. She's going to find the right answer for me. They don't think a thing about that. So don't get tongue-tied and get worried that they're going to think you don't know what you're talking about.
Right.
The next thing you want to do is you want to sit down and start a list. Okay, the first people on that list are going to be the first people, your closest inner circle. So those people are going to be the people that you're going to contact first. So as you start making this list, I want you to think about everybody that goes with that person and add to your list. So say you think of your best friend. Well, write down your best friend, your best friend's mom, your best friend's sister, your best friend's aunt. Those might be acquaintances, but those also might be people eventually that want to take the product. So just
friend them on Facebook. Find them on Facebook.
Friend them on Facebook. Start interacting with them on Facebook. It's just important to start with that list. But like I said, the very first people on that list are your inner circle. Those are the people that you want to go to first and talk to first. I always tell my ambassadors, those are your practice people. Those people love you. They trust you. So practice on them, if anything. Talk to them. Tell them what you are hoping for with Plexus and tell them how excited you are about this and you want them to do this with you. You guys, I'm telling you, when I started, I told Tara, I texted her at 2 o'clock in the morning and told her I want her to do this with me. And then I sent her 1,000,010 graphics. And then I
ignored her.
Day. And then, I kept on her. I was consistent because I knew I wanted her to do this with me. And she was my inner circle. I knew I would be able to get her to do it with me because she's my best friend. So,
but with that being said, I ignored her for as long as I possibly could because I was so annoyed by it. And if the last thing I wanted to hear was some pink drink was going to help me, we'd never heard of it. I thought she'd lost her mind, and I did. I ignored her, and she just kept calling me over and over that next morning. I was on my way to Mill Street. Circle. I remember, and I just was so annoyed, and I was like, nope, not a chance. Matt would never let me spend the money. Like, nope, not interested. And then you can tell the rest of the story because obviously she won that argument.
Yeah, I mean, you guys know the rest of the story, but the point is she was my inner circle. She was my first person I went to and said, this is what I want you to do with me. I think this is going to be amazing. I didn't have to worry about everything being perfect that came out of my mouth because she loves me no matter what. Your inner circle, your mom, your aunt, your sister, your best friends, those are your people you start with. Okay. So
and when you go to them, you need to be excited and you need to be confident. Yes. Like, don't go to them and be like, hey, Tara, will you try Plexus with me? Like, you'd be like, oh my gosh, I just found something that I think could be the answer to what we've been looking for. I think it's going to help us with energy and sleep. I've been reading testimonies. It's all natural. We've got to do this together. That's way better than, hey, try this Plexus with me. So you got to get a little excitement and you got to have a little bit of intention when you're talking to people.
Absolutely. And when Tara and I started, no matter what, we called people on the phone. We didn't send a message. We wanted them to hear our voices. And I think that's so important. They need to hear that you're genuine. They need to hear your voice because then they hear that you are serious about this. This isn't just some little fluke thing that you're doing.
And it takes more time to call people. It takes more getting out of your comfort zone to have to talk to people on the phone. It really does. I understand that. But if you really want to go far with this business and at least get gold, you're going to have to get out of your comfort zone and you're going to have to call people because they can sense when you're genuine. They can sense the excitement in your tone, in your voice. They feel connected. It goes so much further than a personal message. I promise you.
Absolutely. And, when it comes to your inner circle, you guys also don't be scared of the opportunity. Don't be scared about talking to them about what this possibility could be for you guys. With Tara and I, that was one of the biggest things. I told her I knew she needed these products. I knew she needed to feel better. But I also knew we were praying for an answer financially for her. So when it came to that side of it, that's such an important thing to not be scared to talk to people about, and start with your inner circle again. Then the next thing you want to do with that inner circle is you want to invite them over. Invite them to your house. Invite them to go get coffee with you at Starbucks. Go to, wherever. It doesn't matter. Just get them in front of you, so you can show them your excitement. All you have to have is a magazine. Maybe get them to try your pink drink. And just tell them why they should join you in this journey. When Tara and I started, all we did was we had people over to my living room and we had a magazine. We didn't know what we were talking about, but we winged it and we figured it out. We read through things. If we didn't know the answer, we found out the answer. But the people that came to our house were the people that were our inner circle. So,
and in fact, when I first started, before that, still in our first month, but before my products even came in.
It was before your products.
I knew I had to get my products paid for. I just did.
Yeah.
That's how tight we were financially. Even though it was only $3.60 a day, it adds up. And so I called 7 of my closest people, and they heard my excitement because I called them and I begged them to come over to the house. Becca can vouch for me. She was one of them. And 5 of them came over that night, and I didn't even have products to let them taste. I didn't even have mine yet. But I got them. They all sat on my bed. It was nothing fancy, no balloons. And I didn't know what the heck I was saying. So I FaceTimed Timmy Yancey, one of all of our uplines in Arkansas, and she talked to my people for me on FaceTime. That's it.
And you
3
guys
of them
do that.
Yeah.
Do that. We want you guys to do that.
It was my closest circle. It didn't have to be professional. They were just excited that I was excited.
Yep. And, the thing with that is sometimes it helps to have an outside person talking to your people. Sometimes they need to hear somebody else say it. So don't be afraid to do that. Don't be afraid to FaceTime one of us, because we love that. And we would love to talk to those people for you. And it helps you to learn. It taught Tara how to talk to those people and what she should say the next time she had people over. But my point is with this, get in front of people's faces. Have them come to your house. It doesn't have to be something formal. Meet them for lunch. It doesn't matter. Just get with your people, your closest circle, because they need to hear it in another way rather than, and Tara has said this before, Megan, had you sent me a message on Facebook asking me to do this with you, it would have offended me, because, she needed to know that I really, really wanted her in this with me. And
right. Otherwise, I would have brushed it off.
Do what?
Otherwise, I would have just brushed it off. I could have just got away with it and not really responded. But when you call up somebody and when you're hounding somebody, you got no choice but to answer. And then you hear what they say, and then it's almost, you can't say no, really.
Right. And when it comes to that, you guys, when it comes to that, you have an amazing opportunity on the 12th. You need to be calling your closest circle and getting your people to that opportunity meeting. It is done for you. They're going to hear testimonies. They're going to get to try the pink drink. It's going to be amazing. And
we have men talking.
To have something like that.
We have men talking. We have a couple in their their late 40s, probably. Yep. So we've got all ages and men and women that are going to be presenting. So it's going to cater to everybody. You want to bring your dad or your uncle.
Yeah, and that's just an awesome way for you to, get your people to, come to something and let them hear it from somebody else. So, okay, so we're going to invite people over. We're going to start talking to them about the products in person. The next thing that you guys want to start doing is giving out samples, okay, or selling samples. Hold on, I've got somebody not muted.
And while she's muting them, if your people live out of town and you can't have them over to your house, that's where you just definitely just call them. When I Fast Track Golden signed up 36 people in 30 days, every single one of those people, well, I signed up 33, Becca signed up 3. Every single one of those people I talked they all joined. And if you live out of state or something, get them on a 3-way group message with your upline. If you can't invite them over to your house, just get them on Facebook on a group message and then invite your upline, and then we can talk to them. That's another easy way.
Yes. I have no idea who's not muted. I'm sorry. Okay. Okay, so the next thing you're going to do is you're going to start giving out or selling samples. When Tara and I started, we gave out our entire first group of product to people because we wanted them to try it. And, you know, that doesn't even mean that you have to give them a 3-day sample, give them, a day even, just so most people want to try the pink drink, see if they like the taste of it. Most people have tried chalky, awful drinks. They think that that's what it's going to be. So even if it's just giving them one stick of Slim and, whatever else it is, but just get it in their hands. Tara and I started. Tara, do you even have a guess of how many samples we gave out?
We just ran out of products all the time.
All the time.
Because we didn't have the money to really, we just used our own stash. And it's Jonalyn, I think is her name. That's not muted. Jonalyn, I'm not sure. But we gave out a ton of samples.
I don't see a Johnny Lynn. It's quiet now. Sorry. Okay. So giving out samples, that's just super, super important. One thing you can do that I started to do after I had given out a ton of samples was I ordered the catalogs in the back office. They're $14.99 for 24 or 25 of them, I think it is. And I stapled one stick of Slim to those and I gave it to people. It's just getting it in people's hands. They really, really need to try the drink and see if they're going to like it. So when it comes to samples, you can do sample giveaways on Facebook. That's really fun. It's a fun way to see who's watching your post. But that's not the only people that you should be giving samples to. We see people, they're like, well, nobody commented on my sample giveaway, so.
But have you gave your aunt a sample?
Exactly.
Have you gave your best friend a sample? Did you give your hairdresser a sample? Like, there's people, just give them a sample.
And
it goes
that's
a long way.
Great way to message people. That's a great way to get into contact with people. Hey, you message your friend. Hey, Kelly, I just wanted to tell you I've tried this awesome pink drink. This is what it's doing for me. This is what it could do for you. Would you like for me to send you a sample, or would you like to come grab a sample from me? I did that so much when we started. And so I see a lot of you say, I did a sample giveaway and I didn't get much interaction, so, I don't know. I guess nobody's watching my post. Well, there's other ways you can get samples in people's hands. So just remember that. Reach out to people, and that's a great way to end the conversation. If you would like to have a sample, I'd love to give you one.
And you have to post that sample giveaway a couple times. If you post it at 3 p.m. on a Monday, and nobody commented, it's not over. Then later that night, just be like, hey guys, just a reminder, I'm doing a sample giveaway. The next morning, do it again. That way, people are on Facebook at different times of the day. There's been times in the beginning where I would do a sample giveaway and have maybe 2 people. I was kind of embarrassed, almost wanted to delete it. But then I would do it like a month later, and I had 60 people comment. So you can't get down. I mean, you just never know.
Well, and when you do post that sample giveaway, I was talking to one of my ambassadors about this the other day. Post it in different ways. Maybe make a post that's you with your pink drink. Does anybody want to try this? I'm giving out a free sample. Comment below. Or
and your little kids holding the bag. Like kids are great little,
do eye-catching things and change it up, because something that catches someone's opinion or someone's attention might not catch someone else's attention. So just remember, you have a wide audience and you want to try to get to them in different ways. The next thing you have to remember is no does not mean no. On average, people say no 3 to 4 times before they try something new. On average, people need to see something 4 or 5 times before it triggers in their memory and triggers that it might be something that they want to try. So just remember, go for a no. Like, it's okay if they say no. It's a way to plant a seed. You hear us saying that a lot, but it's absolutely the truth. Even if they say no, it puts it in the back of their mind. This might be something they need. This might be something they want. So then they're watching your post. Subconsciously, they're watching your post. And then let's say you reach out to them, a couple weeks later and say, hey, so-and-so, I was thinking about you. You crossed my mind the other day. Are you sure you don't want a sample of Slim? And they're going to say, well, I've been watching your post and maybe I do want to try it. So just
right. They're not going to be mean and cuss you out. And if they do, you defriend them. Exactly. I mean, they're not. And let me tell you an example. I've been doing this 15 months and Megan and I, we post daily, you guys. And 14 months in, I signed up, 8 people last month. It's taken them 14 months of watching me. And a lot of them, I didn't even know were watching me, or they had told me no in the beginning, or not right now. And my own brother, when I first joined and started posting, and then my sister started posting, he was very annoyed with us. He told us he didn't want to follow us on Facebook. We were with a pyramid scheme. Like, he was so upset and mortified by me. And guess what? 6 months in, he messaged me and said, all right, do you think this Plexus crap will help me with my acid reflux and something else? And guess what? He ended up becoming an ambassador. And he was so hard on me in the beginning. 6 months later, I kept going. I believed in it. I knew what I had. I knew the blessing Plexus was. And I just kept going. And 6 months later, he joined. So it's a pretty cool story.
Well, and don't be surprised, just like she said, that was her brother. Don't be surprised if your inner circle, the people that you go to first, say no. When I started Plexus here in Muncie, absolutely, it was unheard of. Everybody looked at me like I was a crazy person. I asked my inner circle.
We had a Kool-Aid.
Yeah, I asked Tara, I asked Lori, and I asked Shonda over and over and over to join me. And guess what they all said? No, absolutely not. No, this is crazy. I'm not doing that. So that was my people who made me go silver, you guys. But I stayed.
And now you're rock stars on your team.
And my rock stars. Yeah.
Truly.
So, just remember, no is not something to get discouraged about. We see people get discouraged because they're not expecting no. And when you start expecting no and you get okay with it, is when you're going to really, really build a business. Because then you're going to, when somebody says no to you, the biggest mistake you can make is not respond. The second biggest mistake you can make is to not end it on a good note.
Right.
Because a lot of times those people will come back around and they're going to come back to you if you end it on a good note.
Right.
Okay. So when they say no to you, just say, ha ha ha, okay, gotcha. And, put a smiley face. Just
say no worries. Just wanted to share with you.
Yeah,
take care, girl. Right.
And, like I said, a lot of times those people, when you do follow back up with them, especially your inner circle, because we're trying to go silver here, especially when you follow back up with them, because I didn't care if Tara was annoyed with me. I didn't care if she was irritated with me. She was joining me, and I was going to.
You were on a mission to go silver, and you weren't going to stop until you did.
Nope.
You've got to be bold. You've got to be proud, and you've got to have belief. And if you have those 3 things, it's going to take you far. I promise.
And consistency creates belief. If you're consistent and they see you consistently posting, they see you consistently asking them to try it, asking them to take a sample, they see you being consistent, they start to believe it because they can't not, because they love you and they trust you. So number 6, the 6th thing I want you to do is start thinking about your dream team list. This is really, really important, okay? So who should be on your dream team list? Like, what do you think the characteristics should be of people on your dream team list? These people should be outgoing, driven, smart, have a big circle of friends, trustworthy, positive, people that make you happy. These are the types of people that you want on your team.
As far as to work the business, that's what a dream team member is. It's somebody to work the business that could use the financial blessing, and that's going to help take you to the top together. That's a dream team member.
So when you're making your list, I want you guys thinking about these people that have these characteristics, okay? Because guess what? If you don't go to them about this, and if you don't try to get them on your team, somebody else will. So I have seen it happen many times. People think, it's happened to Tara and I. We think, shoot, if I would have just talked to her, she was on my dream team list and she's a rock star, okay? Yep. So it is important to not only have a list, but have a list of dream team people. And you need to reach out to those people. When you reach out to them, the key with reaching out to dream team people is you want to talk to them about why you think this opportunity would be awesome for them and why you think they would be awesome at it. You want to give them a compliment. You want to tell them why you think they could do this business and why you think these products could be an amazing blessing for them. So when it comes to these people, though, you have to remember to tell them, you've been on my heart and this is why. Because if you don't tell them why, if you just go to them with, this is what Plexus is, it's an awesome opportunity, just wanted to know if you wanted more information about it. If you say something like that,
Crickets.
They don't see the realness in it. They don't see why they belong to this company. They don't see why this should be something that they
don't feel special.
They don't feel special. So it's just the way you go about it. And that is something your uplines are here to help you with. We love helping our downlines come up with messages to send to Dream Team people because these people can be huge. Here's the things you want to talk to them about. These are the biggest things I love to talk to Dream Team people about. We have no big buy-in. It's $34.95 to join our company, to be a wholesale buyer. $34.95. What do you waste $34.95 on? A pizza, a cheap purse. What else do you waste $34.95 on? What if this could be your answer? What if it could be your blessing? You don't have to have parties. You don't have to have a garage full of Plexus. We don't have inventory. We don't do deliveries. We have a website, and they deliver everything for us. I love to talk to them about there's no cancel fee. If this doesn't work for them, so what?
You're out $34.95.
You're out $34.95. Right.
Yep.
You're done with it.
But what if it could change everything? Now, This isn't the norm, but Megan went Emerald, you guys, in 6 months. That is $119,000 annually starting out. I went Senior Ruby in 18 weeks. That's what, $51,000 annually. That is life-changing, and we're nothing special. We've never done marketing, direct sales, college. We're hairstylists. And right. you never know. You just got to share with people. And it can, what if that $34.95 could change, turn into the biggest blessing of your life financially?
Yep.
Because it can. It absolutely can.
It absolutely can. And that's the biggest thing when you're talking to these Dream Team people, or really when you're talking to anybody in your list in general. It is just so important to tell them that is one of the very biggest things that our company has that other companies don't. You're not losing a whole bunch of money if you don't end up succeeding with this company. It's $34.95. That's unheard of.
And you get customer service. Yep. You get a shipping department. You get a legalities team. You get a commissions team. You get everything that comes with a business for $34.95. That includes your website. I invested $34.95. That's it. And I feel great. And, we're about to pay off our last credit card. So it's a pretty incredible offer. For sure. And we have products that everybody needs. It's important for them to realize that. We're not trying to sell mascara. I love Younique mascara, but only certain people are going to splurge on, Younique mascara. We have products that are health and wellness products, vitamins, omegas, probiotics for everybody, men and women, young children, older, heavy, skinny. Everybody needs our products, and that's why Plexus has over a 16,000% growth rate. That's why they're behind on shipping right now, because of just the enormous growth. Everybody needs what we have. Yes. Yep. So it's pretty cool.
And that's the thing with our products. They are so high in demand. And that's what, when you're talking to these people and going back to, let's say you're talking to your wholesale buyer, let's say you're talking to your busy buyer or your all-inners, it's the same type of stuff that you still can say to them. I mean, you can still talk to a wholesale person about, hey, our company's growing at 16,000%. If you ever do decide that you want to work this business, we're a ground floor opportunity. So I'm here to help you no matter what. It's okay to talk to them about that stuff, you guys. You're not pressuring them.
You're almost doing them a disservice if you don't at least mention it. At least just mention it. Plant the seed, and they'll figure it out from there.
Yep. So, that's really it. Just to kind of summarize what we went over. The biggest things for you guys to remember and the takeaways are, no matter who the type of person is, no matter what the type of buyer is, when you sign somebody up, it's your opportunity, your responsibility to plant a seed with them. So I told you the 3 different ways and the 3 different types of people that how to talk to those people. But, the main steps that I told you were knowledge. You want to learn some knowledge about the products. You want to get some graphics.
Go to YouTube. Watch Almay Darling.
Yep.
For sure. And a couple others that we've told you about on YouTube. That's
Learn
huge.
some one-liners about these products that will help you so much. You'll feel more confident. Ask your upline for some graphics that will help you so much. You're going to start your list. You're going to start working through that list, because if you don't message those people, somebody else will. For sure. Start with your closest circle. When it comes to going silver, those people are your people, your closest circle. If you ask most diamonds, the people they signed up first were their mom, their sister, and their best friend. So those people are.
And then again, if that doesn't happen and they're stubborn, because a lot of people, their parents and stuff, they're stubborn and they're not going to do it right now. That's okay. You at least planted the seed and they're going to be watching you. I still have aunts and uncles and cousins that don't take it. Yeah. But I'm not giving up. I'm not letting it get me down. I'm moving forward with or without them. So.
Right. And as they see her keep moving forward,
they're coming. So they're coming.
Then you're going to, when it comes to that circle and that list, you're going to get in contact with them. You're going to sit down with them in person. You're going to invite them over. You're going to try to get them to try a sample. Try to get them to, get the products in their hands so you can get them to commit to trying these products for 60 days.
And this is on the phone or a 3-way voice message. This isn't just a little text that's black and white and it's like, blah. Like, they got to hear your voice. I'm telling you, it's key. That is what boomed my business. I know
every single person.
It was exhausting. I would have anxiety sometimes before a phone call. Like, if somebody messaged me about one of my posts and I hadn't talked to her in like a year, I was like, ugh, what am I going to say to her? But it's like your adrenaline kicks in, your excitement kicks in, and you just speak from the heart. And before you know it, you got somebody.
Yep. Absolutely. No does not mean no. Remember that, you guys. Go for the no. It's okay. If you get a no, 3 to 4 people have to say no 3 to 4 times on average before they're going to say yes. So it's okay to get a no. Don't be scared of that. The sooner that you get used to people saying no to you, the better. So it's okay.
And yes, and rejection isn't fun. I think that's the worst part about no. Nobody likes to feel rejected. And I mean, I get it. Like, it's a icky feeling. You feel it's not a fun feeling, the rejection, but they're not rejecting you. No, they're rejecting what they don't know. But once you plant that little seed and you're posting on Facebook and you're showing happy faces all the time, they're going to end up wanting to know more. And you're the one that planted that seed. And eventually they're going to come around. I promise you guys. So don't take rejection personally, because it's not about you. Okay.
Well, and I love to think about it like, when somebody comes up to you at a restaurant and asks you if you want coffee or a soda, and you tell them no, that's not personal towards them. You just don't want coffee or a soda right now.
And the next day you might say yes.
You might the next day. Exactly. Yep. So think about it like that. It's not personal. Don't take no personally. Consistency creates belief. Remember that when it comes to your closest circle and going silver. Start working on your dream team list. Remember, those dream team people are going to be your people that are outgoing, driven, people that have a big circle, that have a big personality, trustworthy, positive, people that are happy, that people like to be around. Those are the type of people you're looking for your
People that have influence, people that have integrity. Those are the kind of people,
And
because people gravitate towards them. And that's for your dream team members,
dream team. Yep. And don't be scared to reach out to those people. Don't be.
I was very scared in the beginning. I was. That was my fear.
Yep. Practice.
And now I've got a couple of them.
Yeah, you have.
A couple of them I don't yet, but they're coming.
But the thing is, when it comes to dream team people, that's why they're number 6, because dream team people, you've practiced with your inner circle first. So when you go to these dream team people, it's easier for you to talk to them because you know what to say, and remember, point out to them what we told you guys about, that there's no big buy-ins. They don't have to have parties. They don't have to have inventory. That was one of the biggest things that sold me when it came to this company and these products. I did not want to have inventory. I did not want to have to sell a bunch of stuff out of my garage. I didn't want to have to
make deliveries,
stuff. I didn't want to have parties. None of that. And guess what? We have something that we can offer to people that they don't have to do that. So, I think
one of my dream team members was Bethany. I don't think she's on the call right now, but she straight up said no when I first reached out to her, and she was my first dream team member to reach out to. And I remember I called Megan. I was all flustered, and I think I even cried just because it hurt. It was rejection. She said it nicely, but a little bit later, I followed up with her again, and she was like, I'll talk to my husband about it. Because the first time she said, my husband would never let me. I already tried Jamboree nails, or however you say that. And she was like, there's just no way. And I was just like, okay, I understand, take care, girly, whatever. Then I checked with her a little bit later, and I was like, hey, I didn't tell you this, but I could always give you a sample if you wanted to at least try it. And also, remember, Jamberry is one thing. We're health and wellness. We're something totally different. So I got a conversation going again. And then we talked again a couple weeks, and a couple weeks later, she joined. And she's doing incredible.
Yeah.
So, again, no is not permanent. She was a no.
No.
And now here she is.
Oh, and so many people, that's the story. So I think, I just want to end with, I know you guys all can go silver, and I know you guys all can teach your teams to go silver because it's doable. It really, really is. It's completely achievable. It's something that each and every one of you can do. I believe you can do it, and we're here to help you do it. Your uplines are somebody for you to rely on. If you don't feel comfortable talking to somebody, get us on a FaceTime. Start a group chat with us on Facebook. It's a great way for you to learn. We know what to say to people. We know how to talk to them.
We didn't at first.
Nope. And that's
now
what we
confident.
did, at first. We listened to our uplines talk a couple times. And if any of you on this call are new and you have not been on a 3-way call with your upline and your upline's upline, you get on that 3-way call. Schedule it tomorrow. It is so important for you to learn how to work this business and to have their support. They're here to help you. They're your friends. They want to see you succeed, and they want to help you with that. So why not use every resource you have to build your business? Because this is an amazing opportunity. We are in, people would kill for the opportunity we're in right now with Plexus. So
we have so many gold and senior gold and silver ambassadors on our team. It's just not Megan and I that have been successful. I mean, we have hundreds of silver, but silver, for those of you who are newbies, it's just 3 people that join right underneath you to get the wholesale prices. Then you help those 3 find 3 people. Some of them just aren't going to do it. That's okay. Just plant the seed. But as those people start adding 3 people, they count towards your paycheck. Then those 3 hopefully will find 3 people, and so on and so on. And actually, to make it to diamond, the very top of our company, which we have about 3 to 4 new diamonds every month. So it's not something that's not obtainable. But you only have to have 2 strong people under you. Just 2. That's it. 2 that went out and worked the business and had success, or a whole bunch of little people that just went silver. That's it. You don't have to have anything crazy extraordinary. It takes 2 people who get the vision with you and that work the business. So that's pretty cool.
And we're doing an amazing challenge on our page right now. I have videos. I hope each and every one of you are taking part of that. It's called Silver in 7 Days. If you're not, send us a message and we can make sure that you get the video, because it is going
It's
to
like a tip every day.
It's everyday activity that you can be doing to get yourself to silver. I want to see each and every one of you go silver, because that is the biggest stepping stone to working your business and learning how to teach your team how to do the same. And that's the biggest thing to remember too. Once you do go silver, teach those people how you did what you did. If you just tell them that their goal is silver and you don't tell them how you got to silver, how are they going to get to silver? It's your job to at least tell them what you did so that they can do it. Because guess what? Like I said, the power of 3. You teach people to do that. You teach people to go silver that are under you. Say you only sign 3 people ever. You teach those 3 people to add 3 people. That's 12 people just in those 3 that you've added. And we're paid 7 levels deep. If you guys have not watched a compensation video, get online, go on YouTube. Sonia Dudley has an amazing compensation plan video that you can learn about how you're paid, because we are paid in 11 different ways. And, it's just an awesome opportunity. So going silver, though, like Tara said, going silver means you add 3 people directly under you. For each of those people, you make either $25 per welcome pack or $49, $50 per welcome pack. So once you've added 3, that's $75 at the lowest amount, $75, and you get a $100 bonus. So you've made $175 once you went silver. So I think we'll end there. It was awesome talking to all of you guys, and I know you can do this. So if you want to take part in the Silver in 7 Challenge and you haven't yet, let us know. We'll make sure you get the videos.
Does anybody have any questions? And if people want to get off, they can. But does anybody have questions, since we have so many on here? And they've got our attention. You can unmute yourself or text.
Somebody unmuted themselves, I think.
Yeah, you said that most diamond people have how many level 1s?
20 to 30.
20 to 30. That's not much at all.
No.
And not all of them are working the business. A lot of them are just wholesale ambassadors. They only have to have 2 rock stars, 100%.
And that's why we say that. That's why it's so important to realize that you can do this. But that's why it's important to realize, keep going silver. Keep trying to go silver. If you just keep adding 3 people and 3 people and 3 people, you can be diamond.
One of them's going to end up being a rock star. One of them will.
I need one so bad.
You keep flipping over enough shells, you're going to find that pearl. So you just got to keep on going. That's a great question. Any others?
Did you see that contest I put on my page about guessing how many plexus in the jar, in the glass?
I didn't. I haven't been on Facebook much with what's going on.
Okay. Well, there's only been like 2 people even respond. So, I'm glad.
What did I just say?
Right.
You're going to do it again.
That.
And maybe you take a selfie, holding some, holding the jar.
Take a selfie with the jar, and post it a different
It's not too late. It's not too late. It's only 10, and a lot of night owls are on there. So I'd do it again tonight, and then I would do it again tomorrow, and then do your drawing. And if you only get 2 people, you only get 2 people. But that's 2 people,
Exactly.
Right.
Does anybody else have any?
Again. Sorry.
Oh, no, go ahead. Sorry. I always hate this part because I feel like everybody's like, I don't want to ask anything. If you guys want to ask anything, though, you can either unmute yourselves or raise your hand. And if not, that's totally fine. We're totally fine with that, too. So, Jackie.
I had someone contact.
Yeah,
Jackie's been doing it for a while. She just said she had somebody contact her today, so don't give up.
Jackie, I unmuted you. You've been doing it for what, a year?
Yep, a year, just a week ago.
And Jackie comes, she shows up, and we say the people that show up, go up. She shows up, she comes to meetings, she learns, she she has been dedicated, and people are seeing that she's consistent about this. And, at this point, her people are not naysayers anymore.
Yeah.
And something else to say about Jackie is she has seen some people have phenomenal fast growth. They go silver in 3 days or whatever. And she could easily just be like, well, this just isn't for me, and give up. But she believes in the products, and she's got that unshakable belief, and she keeps on going, keeps on showing up, keeps